All right, we're recording.
Okay. So I have started a spreadsheet on all you folks, and I'm pretty excited about this, the way it's going to work. So give me just a second here, because I'm actually taking attendance, believe it or not. So we got Ed, and we've got Cheryl, and we've got Cynthia, and we've got Amy. Where's Jean? Okay, so we're going to get started here. Jean, you started recording?
Yep.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is the way this is going to work, I think, that the way this is going to work. I've started this spreadsheet on you guys, and I've broken you up into a couple of groups, 2 groups. One group is basically people who don't have a business yet. You might have a website, but you don't really have a business yet. You're not selling something. And then we've got a second group of people who have a business started and they're actually selling stuff, but it may not be much. And that's going to be, I'll tell you who these people are and how they fit. And if you disagree, let me know. But I've got Jean and Amy in what I'm calling group 2. Group 2 are people who actually have a business that's running. Jean has a fairly advanced business that's running. She needs a lot of funnel work, those kind of things. She's doing a lot of coaching, and she's actually doing okay, but she needs a lot of coaching in the funnel work, funnel creation.
Digital products.
Digital products, yeah. And Amy, you need the same thing, right? You need some funnel work in digital products because you already got your website up and running and all of that stuff. Cynthia, I have you in that group as well, even though you don't have your website is new, but you already know what your products are and you've been selling these products for years. So it'll be easier to convert that over into funnel products, I think, by doing that. So I've got you in this group as well. The way I envision this is when we get together in Atlanta, we're basically going to have 2 tables. And one table is group 1, one table is group 2. And we're going to spend a lot of time working. Jennifer's going to work with the funnel people, and I'm going to work with the people who are just getting set up and started. And then we'll come together and work on things that are common to everybody. But when you come to Atlanta, this is going to be a bring your computer, plug in, and dig in, because that's what we're going to do for 2 days. I'm not letting you out of the room. We're going to have lunch together. We're going to go out to dinner together. We're going to do everything we can to get this up and running for you. The goal between now and Atlanta is to make sure that we have, and Jen, jump in here and correct me whenever I'm wrong, or if I'm, you know what, and you're hearing me okay, right?
Yeah, you're a little breaking up, but as long as you don't do too much on your computer, you're okay.
Okay, I'm just going to sit right here and drink my hot cocoa and be very calm and collected.
Don't move.
So what we're going to do, say what?
I said don't move.
It may look like I'm frozen, but I'm not. So what we're going to do is, between now and Atlanta, is we're going to give you check-ins. We're going to give you check-ins, and now you have the coaching email, and I want you to use it. Well, let me say first, before we go any further, I don't chase people. I never, ever chase people. So if I want your business to succeed more than you want your business to succeed, it ain't ever going to succeed, because I don't care, frankly. I want you to really want this and to make sure that you're doing every support address to get to Jennifer anytime you need to. And if you
need to turn your video on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably everybody else's video too.
I mean, we can all go off video if you want us to.
We might have to here in a second.
I should have hosted this meeting.
That doesn't matter. Okay, so did you hear what I said about the not chasing?
So we got we're not chasing. The support email came in, that everybody got your coaching email address, and then anybody can always reach out to me directly on support. The only reason I want you to use the support and not my personal email is I get so much email that the support desk is just a way to ensure that it actually makes it to me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so let's see. So between now and Atlanta, you're going to be checking in with me, telling me what you're getting done. So if you don't have a website yet, and I think everybody here has a domain already. If I'm wrong, tell me. But I think everybody here has a domain already, has hosting already. Cynthia, you have hosting already. We talked about that today, right? That's Kelly's hosting. And you all have your autoresponder and CRM already, right? Autoresponder system. Okay. You may not have a, Cheryl, was that a no?
You can come off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unmute you.
I have Aweber, but I don't have it set up with my.
No, that's okay. As long as you've got the tool. That's all I care about right now. So then we have, I need to know if your website that you have is WordPress or not. So Cynthia, yours will be WordPress. We know that. Cheryl, you're nodding. Yours is WordPress. Ed, WordPress? Yeah? Is yours already set up, Ed? Okay.
And Amy, you're WordPress, right?
Amy, yours? Yeah. And good.
And I know Jean is WordPress.
Yeah, right. Okay, good. Now, I got your intake stuff, and I can go back through it, but it's really just as easy for me to ask you guys again real quick here. Do you have content already? Do you have your niche chosen? I have for, let me just go back what I've got. Ed, you and I talked about focusing on affiliate marketing, correct?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So you have a bunch of other things too, but we want one thing we're going to focus on, and we thought that was making money first was the deal. We really want to do that as affiliate marketing. Yeah.
And do we know what niche that's going to be
money. It's IM niche is what it is, right? Yeah. So really, Ed's all about list building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's Ed, you're going to be the easiest one here for us.
Yeah.
Cheryl, yours is, if I remember correctly, we settled on, you have a site called Paper Art. Is that correct? Hold on. I'm going to unmute you.
Yes.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Paper Art, and it's wallpaper and paint and do-it-yourself stuff, right? Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remembered that. I was interested in that.
Cheryl, yeah. Cheryl, you're also a pathology veterinarian, right?
Right.
Okay. It's coming back to me now.
Well, you said to me vet, and I thought you meant like a military vet. And so
she's not a veteran, she's a veteran. That's what threw me off. Jennifer said, yeah.
No, she's a vet.
She's in the military stuff. No. Okay, so and that's going to be an interesting niche. We're gonna dig into that. So probably over the next, I would say before the first week of January, we're going to really focus on your niches, get all your niche stuff together, figure out what your niches are, where we can get content for you, and whether you've got content and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be sending you a checklist this week to figure out, all of you, a checklist about content and niche. In fact, tomorrow's thing is tomorrow's.
I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Our December deal for tomorrow is
also give them niches. Give them that, and also give them yesterday's or the one today. The WordPress. Yeah. Thing. Cynthia, yours was faith-based counseling, and that we're pretty clear on what that is, and you've got a lot of content from your workshops already that you can retool. Okay. Jean's in coaching, and Amy, you're gardening, right? Edible terrace is what's called.
Yeah.
Okay. And yours is a really, and what I like about yours is that you're really honed in on the the small pot garden, right? Like the patio gardens and stuff like that, right? Yeah, I think that's got legs, but we're going to confirm all of that with our market research. So we're going to give you some material on doing market research and all that kind of stuff for everybody here. Okay. And let's see, so we have now, Amy, you got a product already, right?
Hold on, let me take you off it.
I got it.
Okay.
You've already got a product, right? I didn't get it. Somebody else took. Amy, you're muted there.
Oh, now we can hear you.
Okay, I have a couple products.
And we talked about actually what would be good for your organization would be doing some kind of a short-term membership site, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's good for everybody, but it's going to be really good for you too. Ed, we talked about yours being really kind of a membership review site, correct?
Right.
Ooh.
So your products, yeah, I know, that sounds like a really good thing, right? Really good ideas for other people. So what we've talked about with Ed is that Ed likes to do reviews of products. That's one of the things we talked about. And that's a really good way to do affiliate marketing, is to do reviews of products. And so Ed's going to be doing, buying stuff and building it, because he's got to build the list. That's the deal. So we're going to focus on list building for you, Ed, and then setting up a good review site so that you can sell products. That'll involve video. You can build a heck of a video channel, a YouTube video channel with product reviews, demos, stuff like that, that will sell your products long term. I mean, it'll be evergreen. You're going to love this.
Yeah, you know, it's real interesting. Yesterday, I got an email in the help desk from somebody, and we don't do enough with our YouTube channel, but post stuff over there. And actually got somebody who was interested in hiring us to coach them through a product launch because they had been following us on our YouTube channel. And so there's definitely positioning yourself with the YouTube channel will be really good.
I don't even know what they're looking at on our YouTube channel. It's kind of crazy. Everything I do over there is so slam, bam, thank you, man, kind of stuff. So. Okay, so let's see. And Cynthia, your product is you've got 2 high-end products already. Your workshops that you talked about, or your personal, what was it? Personal ministry? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Personal ministry was $1,500.
Yes.
And your group ministry is $200.
Yes.
Right? Okay, when we talk about ministry, it's an interesting concept that Cynthia's got going on. You guys are going to love what she's doing. I think it's really, it's non-religious. It's really an interesting ministerial thing that is non-religious. So that's right up my alley. Okay, so we want to talk about, with you, we want to talk about the lower end products, the entry level stuff, and getting people into a funnel, Jennifer, so that she's got, like a freebies, and then they into a, and I think it's going to be the same $27, $47, $97 deal kind of stuff to get people into her system, so we can work on that. Now, Cynthia, I will tell you, of everybody here, you are a candidate. You and Jean, I think. And I think Jean is Active Campaign. Is she Active Campaign?
She just left Infusionsoft.
Yeah, she hated Infusionsoft. Yeah. She actually liked Infusionsoft. She got mad at him because of the service that she got.
Yeah.
She couldn't do something, whatever it was. So anyway, you're a candidate, I think, Cynthia, for an automated system, because you're going to have a good funnel working through this, and you're going to want to treat people differently based on what the problems are that they have, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we really want to focus on the funnel part with Cynthia and build that out from the right way to begin with.
Okay.
And our vet,
My
who is visited by
That's how
Kitty
I
Cat.
like this too, so it's okay.
Now, what we talked about with you with the wallpaper, this is going to be an interesting niche. Talk a little bit again about what the wallpaper / paint do-it-yourself thing is.
Well, I bought this wallpaper from a store that went out of business, so I have this wallpaper that I want to sell, and that's what started it all. But I've just gotten very interested in wallpaper and paper arts and stationery, and so just want to develop an affiliate business around that too. So
Yeah, so really, we need to talk about that because I think, Jen, she's got an e-commerce business going.
Yeah. Yep.
And it would branch out into, you can have an e-commerce store that branches out not just in wallpaper, but in the paper goods, into high-end, maybe handmade stationery, that kind of stuff. Kind of an Etsy approach.
Yep.
This whole deal. Okay, and let's see, what else have I got over here on this spreadsheet? Okay, I think we've covered everybody who's on this call. I'll tell you a little bit about the other people that are not here. Mitch Cohn is, he's a doctor. He's a chiropractic doctor in Michigan. And he has been wanting to create, he wants to get out, he's kind of like Cheryl here. Cheryl is a pathology veterinarian who's kind of had your fill of pathology veterinary business, right?
I want to retire.
Yeah. Mitch is, he's had his fill of the chiropractic business, and he wants to build online business as well. I can't remember what the niche was that he was most interested in, though. And it's interesting to me that people have a lot of deep knowledge about something. Like Ed's got a lot of deep knowledge about IT and security, and Cheryl's got deep knowledge about veterinary stuff. My brother is brother Jeff is he and I talk, he's got in other words, he specialized in historical buildings. And so when he was doing historical buildings, financing.
Dad, are you doing something? Because we're not hearing anything from you.
No, I'm just sitting here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's like raining in Alabama. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
So what you were saying is it's interesting about how people have such deep knowledge, and they are not. Yeah. They're going into a different business, right?
Yeah.
Where you were going.
Right. That's what I was saying. Yes, not using your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say by the 1st of the month, we'll be getting you guys a market research niche package, including what we're going to give you tonight, so that you can start validating your niches. Okay, we don't want you to build a niche in something that does not make any sense, doesn't make any money. So we'll get into that, okay? I think you're all good from what we've talked about, but we have to validate that. And it's always a little surprising what I find out there that people are selling, because I would never have thought they could have sold that. And we had a speaker at MyNAMS one time who was doing a 6-figure business a year on training people how to do, what is it called?
Embroidery.
Thank you. Embroidery.
Yep.
6 figures a year.
Well,
more
and the
than
other,
that. She's a couple $100,000 a year.
Yeah, and the other real interesting thing is that you always kind of think that you need to have a real broad business base to get the most amount of money and the most amount of customers. But sometimes that ends up diluting with the business, and that you can actually make more money if you get your niche like really, really honed in, because you. Yep. But what it means too is that you kind of go into that niche, you dominate that niche, but then you are at the same time leveraging yourself to move into another similar niche, so that your advertising dollars are really spent in a more effective way. So I will, and it won't be the first of the month. I'll get you those two things tomorrow. I'll just shoot an email out to the group, and it's going to be just product access because we already have the products on the site. So I'll make sure that you have those two products. And Dad, do you want them to have, I think all of you have it already, but the email autoresponder as well?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That will just
Well,
get you.
they're all insiders, right? You're all insiders.
Oh, well, yeah, actually, yeah, all of you are.
You all got it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all in your account already. It was part of the December deals package. So if you just log into your account, click on December deals, all of those products are there. And
Yeah, so there is one other thing. I'm going to tell you straight up, and this is full disclosure. Most of what we're going to do comes from the 12 steps to building a better business. And if you have not done that course yet, that's really what we're going to focus on. You know, this whole niche marketing stuff, research and everything, I'm going to send you to that. And you're going to go through the module that covers that to do your research to figure out what kind of a market is there. And then we're going to discuss it. So that's where you need to be. Oh, by the way, I've created a new Facebook group for you. It's called NAMS Live Bootcamp. And I'm adding new folks there. So if we're not friends on Facebook, please reach out and friend me so I can get you in there. Because we'll have discussions and a lot of group questions there. Then we'll have, you can ask me individual private questions at the coaching email, okay?
So the thing I want for my group of people who for this call is going to be Cheryl and Amy, what I really want you guys to be thinking about as we're moving through this is I don't want us to get to the event and be stuck about what the funnel is going to look like. So I want you to really, even if the product, whether it's the free product or the paid product, isn't necessarily finished yet, or it's not what you would consider prime time ready, I want you to really have a good idea of it so that we can get the funnels built and make sure that we're creating the congruency throughout the funnel. Mm-hmm. And I want to make sure we know what the products are going to be so that we're not sitting at the table wondering and digging through all of your stuff. Because my goal for you is, and I don't know, I'll find out a little more from the two of you. From Jean, my goal for her is that we have 6 or 7 funnels of hers that we're just banging them out at the table because I know how much content she has and how many products she has. And so I want you guys to us to walk away with those funnels being completely built so that they are just money ready. So,
okay.
Amy, what did that mean? Okay. Oh, Amy has a question. Okay. Let me unmute you. Sorry. Okay, there you go.
Okay, does this mean, forgive me for the question, does this mean I'm going to have, you know, so I just finished the 12 steps. So does this mean I'm going to have, before I walk in the door in February, I'm going to have my freebie and my main product and then my potential downsells? Are we going to run those by you before we go to the meeting? This is the analyst talking, remember that.
If you have them, yes, I want to be able to do that. If you don't have them,
and my goal for you is that you
he cut out.
We lost you.
Because we really want to focus that you have them.
Okay.
By the time you get there.
So that they're complete, in other words, is that
so
what you're saying?
So that we can focus.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
On the marketing. Yeah.
So,
yes.
Dad, we heard focus and marketing.
Okay, hold on a second. I think I can control this here. So I'm going to, everybody mute your video if you don't mind.
I'm muting you guys for you. Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So my goal for you is that you have your products and your, not your products, well, your funnels create it. If you don't have your product done, and this is not just for Amy and Cynthia, it's going to be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have you set up so that when you get to the weekend that we're making some money, that if we're not selling already, we are in the position to start selling very, very soon. Okay.
So in response to Amy, how do you want them, do you want them to submit that to us for review prior via email if they've got content already so we can start building the funnel out so when we get there we're really optimizing?
Yes.
Okay.
And I would say drop it in the Facebook group because it's a tight group. You will get feedback from everybody there.
Okay, that'd be great.
And so I'm dropping in the actual document, or I'm just going to give you all my title and my idea on the flow?
You start with that, and then you will drop in the document or a link to it.
Okay, got it. Well,
yeah,
that makes sense. Yes,
yeah.
of course.
And you know what would probably work really well, Amy, if you're open to this, is start it in a Google Doc.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
then, I mean, we can make comments on it easily.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, I'm absolutely open to that.
Okay. Jen, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover for tonight.
Okay, so you've got that. So I will and I'll send a reminder email to everybody tomorrow about what we've talked about with the products, the niche research. It's called Hot Profitable Niches, and that's what it's tomorrow's deal. And I think that Joanne just actually added it to everybody's account just a minute ago. It's got some really good checklists in it and a workbook, and so some really great ways for you to just document the process. And then, Dad, you said that you were going to have a checklist for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But
like I said, it's probably coming from stuff we've already done because we have these systems in place already. And when it comes to the niche research, it's going to be the 12 steps. That is the one we go back to.
Okay. Yeah.
We might actually go over that and dig into it a little bit more.
Okay. So yeah, the goal here is that you guys are so certain about, sorry, I have a cold, certain about your niche that we couldn't pry it out of your hands if you, because you've done the research and you've validated it so well.
Yep. And okay. There's money there.
Yep. Okay. So everybody get in the Facebook group and let's start talking there, and we'll start posting in there and communicating in there. We have our next meeting set up for January the 10th. So is that right? Yeah, the 10th. And so, but
yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, in between then, we want you posting in the group, sending us email so we can really be working together one-on-one prior to that.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Facebook group now to try to pull up that group. So let me see if I can get.
You can just put a link in the chat?
That's what I was hoping to do.
Or did you already put me in it?
I did. You're the beta. You're the admin.
All right, hold on. I can grab it. Oh. Man, you grabbed my coaching image fast. All right. Give me 2 seconds, guys, and I'll just put that link right here. All right, I put it in the chat. And it looks like, Cynthia, you're already there.
Ed, you're there.
Ed's there. Amy, I can add you. Amy.
Jean's there.
Cheryl. Am I friends with you, Cheryl? Okay, there's Cheryl coming in right there. Okay, we've got everybody on this call in there. Amy, Cynthia, Ed, Cheryl. Oh no, I'm missing somebody. Cynthia, there's Cynthia.
And Tunde.
Amy, Cynthia, Ed, Cheryl. Well, there's 5 people on this call. Cheryl, Ed. There's 4. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So there's that. And if you guys, like I said, if you have anything at all, post it in here, and we'll get to work.
Looking forward to it.
And I'll just post this recording in there in the group too.
Yeah, that's great. Anybody got questions before we leave?
Oh yeah, haha. That's a good one, Cynthia. Where are we doing this? So did you get a confirmation yet?
I've not gotten the confirmation. I've got somebody working on that. My goal is to do it at the Renaissance Atlanta Airport Hotel. I've been there a couple of times, and it's a great place, and decent room rates. It's got good. A good restaurant where we can get together, and it's very convenient to the airport. That's my goal. If not, we'll find something else close by, but I should have confirmation on that, I would hope, by the end of this week.
Yep, we've got our event planner working on it, so
Yep.
we're just trying to negotiate the best rates for everybody.
Yep.
So I will keep you posted on that ASAP. And Amy asked if we're going to be sending assignment lists. And how do you want to handle that, Dad?
Assignment list?
Well, since everybody's kind of in a different place.
Oh, just like group things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably when we do our group calls, we will split up. Jennifer will do a group, I'll do a group. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, so kind of like everybody's business, they're in a different spot in their business right now. So do we want Amy working on X while Cheryl's working on Y? That's I think that's the question.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. We will get you to that spot. First, we have to figure out where you are. So we're going to figure out exactly where you are and what you need to do. And, we started with the big swath by splitting into two groups. And then, Amy, you're in a different place than Cynthia is particularly, and Jean's different from the two of you. So as much as we can group together, we will. But each person, the reason we're doing only 7 people on this is so that we can work individually with you guys. So that's it.
So what I'll do, Amy and Cynthia especially, is until we kind of knew how the groups were going to break out, I haven't looked at your individual intake forms. So I'll do that too, so that I know specifically what we're working on. And Ed's asking how will the progress reports work? What will we be looking for? Do you want to answer that, Dad? Or you want?
Yeah, progress reports are basically, you're just going to check. I think we should have a weekly check-in, and I thought we would do this like every Friday. Everybody check in the Facebook group, and we'll just start a thread on Friday and say what we accomplished this week. And in a consulting business, my background was in the consulting business in telecom, and one of the things we did was a daily doneness matrix. And I love the idea of having a daily doneness matrix, because it means because you need to be able to look at it like a spreadsheet and say, okay, I got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do. And we can review that for you and help fill in the gaps. And then you have to go off and figure out when you can get this done and then check it off. And then I would think every Friday, you're just basically going to say, here's what I got done this week.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so, because
you're used to that kind of stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing is that we want you set up so that when you get to Atlanta, we can just so focus on like the actual building of it all, and so that you don't feel rushed. Yeah. You feel really comfortable with what we're doing. And by Sunday afternoon that you're pretty much like, hell yeah, like I'm ready to sell some stuff. Yeah. And so I think that doing a weekly check-in would be great. And Dad, you and I think maybe what will be helpful is if maybe we just come up with like a Word doc.
Yep.
That is a shareable that they can use as a checklist.
Well, I think we'll use this again as a Google Doc, and you guys can be able to do this. So I'll tell you what we will actually do, I think, is maybe we'll we'll create a spreadsheet with a tab for each of you with your name and your task on the spreadsheet, so that you can go to that spreadsheet. We'll all share it. You just go to the tab that you're working on, and you would update your spreadsheet in this combined document for all of us. And that way we can know where everything is and who's doing what. Does that make sense?
Yep. Spreadsheet. I'm making notes so that I know what to create and send everybody.
What's happening here live is Jennifer is making out my spreadsheet for what I've got to keep done.
Yes, that would be correct. You guys are seeing how the sausage is made. Okay. All right, I think we're good then. So yeah, I'll start getting all of this stuff posted in the Facebook group for you guys starting tomorrow.
That's right. Okay, good.
Perfect. Any more
Thanks.
questions? I'm watching everybody in chat. Okay, perfect. So we will talk to you guys later. Amy, travel safe. I know you're on the road, and we will see you guys shortly.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.